How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. This video about rents in California tripling and the cost of rent in Baja California. That's right. In Baja, it does appear that the rent has gone up significantly, and a buddy of mine has reported that rents in California in some cases have tripled. That is really shocking, actually. I don't know how much more they can charge to live in California, but it seems that for every person that leaves, there's a person ready to take their place. I ran into a girl who just freshly moved to San Diego before I crossed over, and I was shocked. I was really shocked. And she was like, "Oh, I love it, da 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 da." As well you should, right? I mean, who don't love California? I mean, that leaving California has basically upended my life, honestly, because it really has left an impression on me where I have basically been in a situation where I've been searching for the for a suitable replacement in my life. I mean, it really is no joke. I mean, that's probably why I ended up in Baja. Not this time per se, but when I lived in Baja before, for a couple years or whatnot, or drifted in and out of Baja. Really, it's because of the weather, the location, the food. I mean, just a wide range of things that California has to offer. That, of course, Baja fills that void for me, at least a little bit, especially the weather. But back to the video, my buddy reports that places like Redlands and Hemet, which for California standards are definitely a little more affordable. And I know people that commute out of Hemet to like Temecula and places, and some even to Orange County, if you could believe that. And so they still do it, and I'm very shocked. So, and if you're unaware, that's out there a little jog. I remember my mom and dad sitting in the back of the car. Are we there yet? We're visiting friends in like Fontana, and they would be driving on dirt roads and stuff, and used to drive to Vegas a couple times when I was a kid, and they would it would be out there at the 215. I mean, if you're familiar with California. But it was shocking for him to tell me about rents tripling, which I looked briefly online and was like, holy crap. And I definitely know for a fact that you could rent a decent apartment, and maybe not the best of areas, but certainly reasonable for California standards, apartment for about $800 to $1,200 a month, right? So I mean, this was shocking for me, to say the least, to find that these same apartments were going for $2,700 a month. Just all these outrageous amounts of money, and I just was like, holy crap. I mean, frankly, it's one thing to live out in these areas to benefit from some of the savings, and still be in California, right? Close to your friends, close to your family, close to the beach. Even out there in these areas, Riverside. Actually, Riverside is gone up a level, at least a little bit. When I was there a couple years ago visiting a friend of mine, the whole city is Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, which was also very interesting. I think Anaheim, California is kind of like the same thing. So, California is a very desirable place, but the cost and the effects that it's having on the Baja rental market is also very interesting, because frankly, the people that move to Baja, I feel like, when they decide to take the plunge and we're going to move over here to Tijuana or Baja or Playas or, all the area around the border to, to get in line every day and cross, is interesting, because now, one of the things that Baja really offers, of course, is the cost savings. And I contend, at least a little bit, that the savings that you get from, living in Baja is not what it feels like it really amounts to. One, you pay a lot of time in waiting on the line to cross. Number two, gas. Number three, food. And the time factor is definitely understated, because I took like a sample time, like from my door, and this was before, a little ways before, and there was articles being written how the United States was making these strides to, lessen the wait time for people on the border, because it's not unusual for you to pull up and, even in a short line, wait an hour. And, that's the reason why I probably, did not live or continue to live in Baja in general, because, you need to go get something on the U.S. side, and maybe it's not very significant, or maybe you just want to go shopping or whatnot. It's really a turnaround commute of maybe 3 hours of your time. Out the door, waiting for a taxi, get in the taxi and negotiate the taxi. Oh, maybe that's not a good taxi. Oh, maybe that one's trying to charge 25 pesos more. Oh, fuck it, I'll pay it this time. And then you get to the line, and then the reports on the line were low. And of course, there's, thousands of people in these groups, so they all see the lines low. So they rushed the line, and now the line's an hour, and then because the line was slow or whatnot, they don't have the officers there to deal with the little surge or mini surge or whatnot. So it goes at a snail's pace, and voila, you have now waited an hour and 15 minutes. You've already been 15 minutes to the line, so you're now at 90 minutes, and then from there, from that 90 minutes, you wait another 10 minutes for the, blue line. So now you're, 100 minutes, and you go up into San Diego or whatnot, and that's another 45 minutes. You have now exceeded, a couple of hours in commute time to be able to just, do what you need to do, or be at the beginning stages. Oftentimes I was looking for a car or different things on Craigslist or whatnot, and coordinating with people was the toughest part, because you have to coordinate past this time period, right? So there's that. But to go back to the original video title, cost in Baja, I don't know that this to pay more in Baja is worth it, because not only are you moving over here, all these other people are moving over here, and it's further making the wait times on the line, even more excruciating, because really that's what it was. There was a combo of all these things that really caused the the line to just be just like, oh my God. I remember I was headed to Vegas for my birthday. This was quite a few years back, and the chick was like, let's go, we'll just bring a couple joints and wait in line. Our wait on top of the drive to go to Las Vegas was 4.5 hours. And basically from there, again, 5 hours to drive to Vegas. So we turned what would be about 4.5, 5 hour drive into, 10 hours worth of waiting and commuting all the way across the border and into Las Vegas. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful Saturday.